Wow.
Wow, this is some really deep stuff.
I don't know what just happened, but something happened inside of me. Something snapped, something.
I wasn't expecting that
either. Sorry.
It's okay. It's all right. It's beautiful.
Monster is like really small, but it had to become that to stop me.
And then the hurt child became present when you mentioned it.
And I didn't realize this until now.
There were things that I didn't remember until now.
Funny, I haven't seen that before.
It feels like I'm the monster. I'm kind of seeing images of things, of a world where they can exist. This clarity brings all kinds of answers.
It's clear. She hugged me and then went back to her place, I guess, in my heart. Oh, it wants to come out. It wants to bippity boppity boop Cinderella me. She's melted into my chest. It's ooey gooey.
All week been finishing things, cleaning up more, started eating vegetables again last week. And it kind of just started happening. It's almost like I just finished going through a meditation session.
I feel light. When you hit that first joint, in the morning, and
I actually feel a lot more awake.
Okay. Any parts you'd like to explore, get to know better, change your relationship with?
Yeah. There's a part that wants me to not do creative stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I have all these different projects that I'd like to work on, and this part is just, it's it won't allow me to dive in. It wants me to stay busy doing other things.
Okay. And where do you notice it? In or around your body when it comes up?
My throat.
Mm-hmm.
Feels kind of like a tightness.
And how do you feel towards it?
Frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Feel why can't you just let me do these projects? Because that's, I feel the most alive and happy when I'm doing creative stuff.
Yeah, sure. Makes sense to me. Okay. I'll see if you can get that part to soften back, just so we can explore, get to know this part that doesn't want to do those creative projects.
Okay. I'm having a hard time even asking. It's there's this distraction thing happening in my mind. That I'm asking the questions, but it's almost like you're on an airplane and there's so much noise that you can't hear.
Okay. Yeah, see what else that distracting part wants you to know.
Okay. It's saying just keep things as they are. Like, don't mess with it.
Yeah. And why? Why would that? Why would it prefer things to stay as they are?
Because it says because we have order and we're functional in society.
Mm-hmm.
Afraid if I start being creative, then I won't be able to function, quote unquote, normally like I am now.
Yeah. And is there more it wants to say about its role? Maybe how it likes its role or where it comes from?
It doesn't particularly like its role, and it says it comes from, got to keep everybody happy, got to keep the family happy, got to keep friends happy. Like, if I'm functioning normally, then nobody has to worry about me.
Yeah. And is the creative part its main concern, or are there other parts or other things that it's worried about? Like when it thinks about when it has a concern about not functioning normally, is it saying like creative part, that's the problem, or does it have some other things it wants to show you?
It's like anything that, it's like creativity, play, fun, anything that is not productive and I keep hearing normal.
Mm-hmm.
Nature, going into nature.
That would count as something that's not on the productive or normal path for this. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And is that all making sense to you?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And what's the fear behind the fear? What is, when it thinks about, you not functioning normally, what does that look like, and what's so bad about that?
Here you'll go off the deep end.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I won't be able to work. I won't be able to pay my bills. And then there's a worry that I might spiral mentally and emotionally and become suicidal again.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Sounds like its intention is to protect you.
Yeah.
Can you show it appreciation for that?
Okay.
And does it receive that appreciation?
Yeah, it receives it. It's kind of like, oh, thanks. It's no big deal.
Mm-hmm. So let me just make sure that I understand. Its main concern is if you take your eye off the ball of being productive, of functioning normally, if you engage in the creative projects, then you're at risk of going off the deep end, losing work, won't be able to pay bills, and could be all the way up to suicide.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Is there a part that it protects? Does it feel like it points to any exile energy?
Yeah. I think it's a part that has gotten hurt when I've done creative stuff and things didn't, things went south, whether I was collaborating and the group I was with went south, or
Right.
or even when I was doing my music and and the whole, like, I was supposed to get a record deal and then things fell through and I took it personally, and just
Yeah.
like so many, I think so many times where I'm like, I got my hopes up and got excited and like, okay, now I'm going to be able to follow this artist path and be a full-time artist. And then just felt heartbroken when those, I guess, hopes and expectations didn't work out,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So it has all that. So this part is protecting from all this kind of external pay the bills, stay alive stuff. And then it has this internal heartbreak that it also is concerned about.
Yeah.
That happens when you kind of expose yourself or go, do these kind of riskier projects.
Yeah.
It's doing a lot.
Yeah.
What would it rather be doing if it didn't have to work so hard?
Well, I've seen this with another part where it seems masculine. So I'm seeing a man and he wants to, I see him like in a Hawaiian shirt at the beach and just like, yeah, I want to party at the beach and, just kind of have fun and dance and be like on vacation mode.
Yeah. Do you get an image like a minute ago before you were imagining with this part, this man at the beach? Does it have a separate image that it presented of what it's like just when it first shows up?
Yeah. Yeah, like a man and young man, like maybe in 20s or 30s, and wearing like all gray, maybe like a casual military outfit.
It's so interesting. I was picturing someone in all gray.
Yeah.
Before you said it, yeah. Okay, so we'd rather be in the Hawaiian shirt relaxing.
Yeah.
But has to worry about all this other stuff.
Yeah.
And how old does he think that you are?
$25.
Mm-hmm. Was there something going on at that age that he was particularly triggered by?
Well, that was like the beginning of my being creative with music. And then, shortly after was when, I felt the rejection and went into a depression and didn't listen to music for 2 years and went on this. I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to be normal now. And just completely went away from creativity and worked full time and got married and was trying to do all these, normal things and was very depressed and completely like separated from myself.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so go ahead and update him on your real age. Maybe on some of the more resources you might have now. Not least of which being your skills in IFS.
Yeah.
And what would he like to see from you going forward?
Yeah, I think his main concern, like he said earlier, was the going off the deep end and, getting depressed by a rejection or things not working out like I had hoped. So he just wants me to maybe somehow, adjust my hopes or expectations and go more with the flow. I think that's the hard part is, even like with the book, like I make something and I get excited about it. And then, it's hard for me to just kind of like, okay, well, I'll put it out there and see what happens without having, expectations.
Yeah, I get that. So that might be another kind of part that he's concerned about is that, like, I don't know, maybe like kind of anticipatory or, yeah, just having that love for your art. And then when it's not received well or not received or whatever, whatever happens with it as expected, then he gets called back in. Does that sound, am I hearing that right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And what do you think? Like, how do you feel about your relationship with that part, the part that does put out the art? Like, are you agreeing with him and saying, yeah, I need to work on that? Or does that feel like something that, yeah.
I'm agreeing. It's kind of something that I've known, and it's, always in the back of my mind. But it's also like, then I feel this pressure, I guess, to do more, like with the book.
Mm-hmm.
Like part of me, there's, I guess, a part that wants to just go with the flow, and, as things come up, just, or, as opportunities come up, go with it. And then this other part is like, you need to promote it. You need to get it to all these places. You need, like pushing me to do more. And then along with that pushing is like the expectations of,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tricky. How much to push something?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what do you feel like needs to happen next with this part, or should we turn to another part?
Yeah, maybe the exile.
Mm-hmm. So this is the one that feels the rejection, has that depression kind of around it, maybe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And where do you notice that?
Around like my solar plexus area.
Mm-hmm. And does this protector, or do any other parts, are they wanting you to steer away from that now, or do you have their permission to work with that?
Yeah, they're okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, we'll see if what you can do to deepen your access to that exile part. Let's see what else you notice about it.
It's kind of like curled up, like sitting in a very confined space. Almost like a dark, hidden hallway that's like just enough room for her body.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like she's hiding there.
Yeah. And does she notice you there?
No.
Can you announce yourself and just see, in just whatever way feels right? Could just be getting closer.
Okay.
And just see how she reacts.
So at first I introduced myself, and she said, "Oh no, you found me." please don't make me go out there. And I said, it's okay. I won't make you do anything you don't want to do.
Yeah.
And she kind of like jumped into my arms and saying, that she's scared.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. It's good that you're right, that she doesn't have to do anything. Not going to make her do anything. You can just listen about what she's scared about. You don't have to share it with me.
Is the background noise loud?
No, I don't hear anything.
Okay. She's saying that the people hurt me when I come out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just ask her to tell you all about that. To share her experience with you.
Okay.
Let her know that you really want to get it. She can show you however she wants.
Okay. Yeah, so she's showing me like how when I collaborated in groups, whether it was with film or comedy or whatever it was, and she's showing me like ravenous dogs like fighting over meat, like when I share the art, like people, they're like, I want it, and they want to take it and not just like keep that communal, like, let's collaborate and do this together. They're like, no, it's mine.
Yeah, not respecting the art, but kind of getting their hands on it and trying to take it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then, and then she's showing me other times when I wasn't collaborating and I felt abandoned by the work just not becoming, I don't know, bigger or more successful or whatever.
Yeah. Do you see how old she is?
Yeah, 41.
She's 41?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And does that age have any significance to you that you're noticing?
Yeah, that was the last time I collaborated. And then, after that, things went south, and that's when I went into a depression.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And does she feel like she can trust you? And does she feel like you understand her pain?
Yeah.
Would it feel right to do that kind of redo process with her of going back into that time and being there for her in the way that she needed someone?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you can just ask her if there's anyone she wants you to talk to, or anything.
Okay. Can you hear that noise?
I hear some barking. It's okay.
Okay. Yeah, she's showing me like the times when I'm sorry, I'm gonna close this window real quick because somebody's like sawing something else. Um, yeah, so she's showing me times when I was on my own making art that, instead of, spiraling into the depression, like being able to just, and go leaving the art, like being able to just allow myself to grieve and be sad, but to keep going and just focusing on the art and not the external, success or whatever. And in the times when I was in groups and collaborating, to set boundaries. And, because I was afraid to lead. I think a lot of it, with my father issues, I didn't want people to think I was trying to control or dominate. So I would leave things more open and like flowing. But then people would feel like, oh, there's no leader, so let me take over and lead. And so I would just without necessarily being controlling, but I would just set more clear boundaries and try to, that's what
she needed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And is she ready to come out of that place and come out of that time and join you? Or is there more that she wants you to do back there?
Yeah, she wants to make sure that I listened to my gut and I didn't work with certain people. Instead of saying yes, I said no.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
Okay. Now she feels ready to come join you?
Yeah.
Great. And is there somewhere that she would like to go? Fantasy place? Anywhere?
Yeah, fantasy, like art house that is colorful and safe, and there's music and lots of windows and surrounded by nature.
Okay. And can you ask her if she has, where she carries the pains in her body, those feelings of rejection or loneliness, and how she would like to give them up?
Yeah, it's in that like solar plexus, like belly area, upper belly area. She wants to give them up to Earth.
Okay. Just help her do that. Tell her to do it until it's all out.
Okay. Yeah, it's all out.
Awesome. Is there a way that she would like to stay in touch with you going forward? A way for you to check in or just kind of let her know that you're still there for her?
Yeah, maybe touching that solar plexus area and also getting into nature.
Mm-hmm. And the protector that didn't want you to do any creative stuff, can you bring it back in and see what its response is?
Okay. It's happy. It's like, oh, baby, that's great.
Yeah.
And But she's actually showing the creative, the exiles, showing gratitude towards the protector.
Wow. Okay, what needs to happen next?
I think that's it. I can't think of anything else.
It's awesome. Does that initial protector feel like, I don't know, when you think about doing creative projects, what's his kind of reaction now?
Says, yeah, go for it.
Okay. Okay. Well, good job.
Wow, thank you.
Thank you. Hope to talk to you soon.
All right, have a good one.
Okay. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Do you want to help bring more self-energy to the world? If you'd like to participate in calls or help out with this project in any way, I'd love to hear your ideas. Join the Discord server or contact me at james@liveifs.com. A huge thanks to our audio engineer, Yvonne, for your care and diligence in editing the calls. To every caller for your courage in sharing some of your parts. And to anyone out there getting to know their internal system, keep going. Who knows? That might be the most selfless, helpful thing you can do for others, and you're the only one who can do it. If you'd like to see us reach the largest audience, we must please the almighty suggestion algorithms at iTunes and YouTube. And they don't care about the power of IFS. They're looking for likes and shares and comments, and the sooner the better. Follow the links in the show notes right here in your podcast player to make your wishes known. And now, a minute of meditation. Or if you prefer, pull over. You can do it in 60 seconds. Just click one of those links. They're right there, and give us a like or a 5-star rating. It would really help. If you think this project is helping people, you're helping people by sharing it. Thank you.